Many people don't realize, but I've come to think that shooting guns is important. I think every kid should have a chance to shoot guns.
Every kid should have a chance to shoot guns because it's a life experience.
Many kids just play video games and stay inside.
This is important because it's fun to get out with your dad.
I think every kid should have a chance to shoot guns. Every kid should have a chance to shoot guns because it's a life experience. You should go out and shoot guns because it's a lifetime experience that you may never get to do again, and there's no reason to not do that. If I wouldn't have gone out shooting with my dad, I wouldn't be able to tell my friends about all the fun times I've had shooting guns. Once I went up shooting every day. And when I came home, I asked my friends what they did over the weekend. Landry said he just played Legos at his house. Cool, I said. Then I walked over to Palladio. I asked him what he did over his weekend. He just said he played some games. Then I walked over to Trevor. I asked Trevor what he did over the weekend. He just said he hung out with his friends. I said that I went shooting, and they all wish that their dads would take them shooting like my dad because they could brag that they got to shoot guns and they could have a funner weekend. Every kid should do this because it might impact your life, and you might become socially awkward. I think every kid should have a chance to shoot guns. Many kids just play video games and stay inside because they came out with new technology. It's fun. But why do they do that when you could just go outside and do it for real? They used to do it in the old age when they didn't have video games, so why not now? Once I went up to my parents' resort and had fun shooting every day with my dad, way funner than any video. I had a great time. When I came home, I talked to my friends. Hey guys, how's it going? Good, said Palladio. Guess what? I beat a level in Call of Duty. And I creamed the Broncos 6-40, and Madden squeaked Trevor. The only problem is your eyes are probably rotting out of your heads. Why play video games if you can just do it for real? That weekend I had a chance to play guns like in Call of Duty, play football and Madden, but that's a whole nother story. That weekend I had a lot more fun than they did. You also need to get out and get more exercise. If you don't get exercise, you will get fat, and no one wants that. It's fun because you get to play with your friends. It's fun because you get to have competition. It's fun because you get to be happy when you hit the ski. It's fun because you can get out of the city. It's fun because there's no technology. I think every kid should have a chance to shoot guns. This is important because you can get out and shoot guns with your dad. It's important to get out with your dad because most dads work all day, and it's really important to get out with your dad. My dad works to 6 o'clock, so I know how. Later, I asked Trevor if he wanted to go shooting. Sure, he said. Okay, we grabbed the gear and hopped onto the back of my Uncle Russ's truck. Right before we were about to leave, Trevor's dad came and said he couldn't go. We drove back there and got unloaded. But after 10 minutes, his dad pulled up in a dune buggy. Then I let Trevor take the gun. He pulled the gun up then said pull. BAM! The noise of the gun shooting sounded like a firework blowing up right next to you. As soon as he pulled the trigger, the clay pigeon blew up into millions of pieces.
That was super fun, he said. After an hour of explosions
and painful kicks in the shoulder, we headed back to the campground. Afterwards, he wished that his dad would take him shooting. He said he could definitely get used to it. All kids like it, so every dad should take their kids shooting instead of playing on digital devices. Because it's important to get out with your dad.
Because if you don't get out with your dad, you don't have fun together.
This topic is important because kids and other people need to get out and have fun. This essay is supposed to get people to go outside. For example, if you don't do this, you'll get fat. It's also fun because you can have competition amongst friends.